And on Good Morning Nigeria today, we shall review the just concluded 79th session of United Nations General Assembly, UNGA, in New York.
Well, Claire, happy 64th Independence Anniversary.
I know you just want to make me laugh.
You look gorgeous yesterday, actually.
Oh, in my Unity fabric.
Yes.
Oh, yes. It was really applauded by almost everyone who saw it. Yes. And it came out very fine.
Very sweet. Fine.
Fantastic idea by the First Lady, indeed. We must
Kudos.
say. Yes. I wish we could continue. I wish it could become our uniform. Anyway,
all right, let's
begin.
just start. The Nigeria contingent to the 79th session of the United Nations General Assembly, UNGA, is back in the country after Vice President Kashim Shettima represented President Bola Tinubu.
Of course, during the debate that ensued, our own Vice President Kashim Shettima emphasized key major issues, including multilateralism, of course, engaging in deeper relationship with member states, and this, of course, he says, should be based on the principles of equity, inclusivity, and cooperation, which are, the basic features or principles upon which, the institution, is hinged on.
Yeah, it is. And President Tinubu also called for world leaders to prioritize debt forgiveness for Nigeria and other developing countries from creditors and multilateral financial institutions.
And one of the key decisions taken at that event was Nigeria's commitment to strengthen its relationship, between international partners as well as members of the OACPs, as the Organization of African, Caribbean, and Pacific States.
Vice President Shettima engaged in bilateral meetings and sideline events, promoting Nigeria's interests and fostering cooperation with other nations.
Now, remember that Nigeria is signatory to the 2030 Sustainable Development Goals. So it demonstrated its commitment to achieving those goals, of course, are based on the country's priority areas and also advancing progress towards global development. And one way to do that is by engaging world leaders and international organizations. Nigeria sought to address pressing national concerns and promote solidarity among the OACP's member states.
So welcome to Good Morning Nigeria, where we will be reviewing the just concluded 79th session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York. The past week was full of high-stakes discussions and critical meetings among world leaders, focusing on pressing global challenges such as climate change, poverty, inequality, and antimicrobial resistance. That word is tongue-twisting.
Actually, from September, the 22nd to the 28th, the UN headquarters, hosted the summit, which was tagged Summit of the Future, the SDG moment, the general debate, and of course several other high-level meetings, including those on a sea level rise, antimicrobial, that's what you were speaking, antimicrobial resistance, and total elimination of nuclear weapons.
Well, these gatherings brought together heads of states and government, ministers and experts to explore solutions to intertwined global challenges and advance peace, security, and sustainable development.
So some of the key takeaways we've already enumerated from UNGA, of course, the 79th edition of UNGA. But again, let me just recap. Renewed commitment to SDGs, enhanced international cooperation, addressing antimicrobial resistance, multilateralism, and of course, cooperation.
So today, we shall focus on the key outcomes, successes, and challenges of the 79th session of UNGA. We'll also examine the implications of these discussions for global progress and what they mean for Nigeria and the African continent. I am Ademola Adeoye.
You know, Demola, this is also very, crucial, considering, of course, that we've just celebrated our 64th, anniversary, and the position that the president, of course, is trying to chart the country into. So the issues that arise from, hunger are very critical to our future, and also inspiring our future leaders, which was the theme, central theme of the 64th anniversary.
Which is honoring the
yes,
past?
actually reflecting the past and inspiring the future. That's what it was.
Oh,
Yes.
I thought it's honoring the past,
It's actually
inspiring the future.
Well, whichever way, honoring the past, reflecting the past. I think
Okay.
it's very important. I am Claire Adelabu Abdurrazak, and I join Dimola in welcoming you to the program. Once again, we are live on the network service of the NTA. Chukudi Ukudibwaja will be joining us in a short while. But for now, here is Mina Daniels to give us highlights of the morning news. Hello, Mina.
Good morning, Claire, and Demola. Good morning, Nigeria. Here is the morning news. Even though the government opted for a low-key celebration, the Presidential Guards Brigade added colors to the 64th independence anniversary of Nigeria with their parade. President Bola Tinubu was part of the special parade and change of guard at the State House.
The President is aware that Nigeria is fast passing through a very challenging time, but he also knows that we need to do this necessary sacrifice for Nigeria to progress. Every reform comes with its challenges. Ours is not an exception. We do hope that Nigerians will, at the end of the day, see the fruit of their labor.
And he left no one in doubt in that speech about his belief in Nigeria.
October 1st was a double celebration for Speaker, House of Representatives Tajuddin Abbas, as he turned 59 while the nation marks its 64th independence anniversary. The Speaker celebrated in a unique way with students of public secondary schools in the FCT and internally displaced persons in Kabusa camp in the nation's capital.
Leaders should encourage themselves to believe in public schools and take enrolling their own children in public schools. That way, they will create more interest. That way, they will ensure that whatever is needed to improve the system is given.
And in line with its mandate in promoting good courses, especially through various interventions to Nigerians, the National Lottery Trust Fund has extended its gesture to internally displaced persons in the FCT to commemorate Nigeria's 64th Independence Day anniversary. The agency expressed federal government's commitment to the plight of vulnerable population across the country.
This God that will give you this mind, He will continue give you the strength and help some IDPs and help some less privileged.
As a nation, we have memorable moments, we have low moments. In moments like this, we should reach out to the vulnerables, the IDPs, the less privileged.
The Corps Marshal Federal Road Safety Corps, Sheikh Mohammed, has applauded the rescue team of the Corps who successfully recovered the sum of 8,620,000 naira only during a rescue operation that was carried out at the scene of a road traffic crash in Area G, Samaru, along Zaria-Funtua Road, Kaduna State. From the report of the rescue operations conducted, a Ford pickup belonging to Nigerian Army was moving towards Funtua when a red Toyota Corolla en route Zaria, whose driver was confirmed to be speeding against legal speed limit on that route, lost control and crashed into the Ford pickup. Out of the 3 people involved in the crash, 2 of the victims sustained various degrees of injury, while the remaining victim was rescued without injury. The Corps Marshal Sheikh Mohammed, however, implored the operatives to always sustain the integrity that the Corps is known for and the legacy of its founding fathers. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, deeply regrets to announce that its newly completed complex housing a mega computer-based test CBT center in Mbano, Imo State, has been burglarized and reduced to ashes by unidentified group. This unfortunate incident has been promptly reported to the relevant security agencies. The CBT Center was recently equipped with 275 high-capacity computers with plans for a second hall to accommodate an additional 275 computers, enabling 500 candidates to sit for the board's Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination (UTME) simultaneously. This initiative was designed to alleviate the challenges faced by candidates in the town and its surrounding areas in its unwavering commitment to expand educational infrastructure nationwide for the annual CBT examinations. The board identified Mbano as a crucial location for such a mega center, alongside similar initiatives in other regions. This distressing incident starkly contrasts with our aspirations to enhance educational opportunities for aspiring candidates. And those are the highlights of the news at this time. Good morning, Nigeria continues with Ademola and Claire after the commercial break. Please don't go away.